I always get confused which one you've got.
That's just a myth. I
It's the Red Space Marines.
There's more than
Just
one Red
remember
Space
that.
Marine. I should actually probably do an intro because I am live streaming right now. So, I'm currently streaming Dawn of War Ultimate Apocalypse on Old Storm's version. I'm awful at this game, but it's always really good fun.
Reporting, sir. Yes, sir. Reporting
He's
for duty,
awful at
sir.
that game.
At your command.
Just kidding.
You honor me.
I'm playing the Imperial Guard because I was told that the Imperial Guard are not good.
They're now called the Astra Militarum.
I know, but there's still Imperial Guard in this, so screw them.
I thought
So that Games Workshop could trademark all of the things, they renamed it all this silly names.
it's what the Sisters of Battle now then.
The Adepta Sororitas.
Oh yeah.
You will have it.
Did they change the Eldar or are they still just the
Yeah,
Eldar?
Sitani Eldari.
Aeldari,
I can say
A-L-D.
I can say
A-E-L-D-A-R-I.
I think it's a double I.
Wait, which copyright did they have trouble with that they have to rename everything?
Well, Eldar you can't really copyright.
They were
It's too common.
They were originally there for space.
Okay, that's
Initiating construction.
But Eldar is referred to in Lord of the Rings as well as the guy played by this guy.
Elrond.
Yeah, Elrond. He says he's like the light of the Eldar is Wayne, the light of the Eldar is Wayne.
I don't think that comes with a trademark or copyright, though.
Okay, what do they do about the orcs?
They're still called Orcs.
Orcs with a K, just Orcs with a C at all.
Worked with a K.
That
still
does
have-
confuse me when it's a C and when it's a K.
I stand ready to serve the
If it's a C, it's Tolkien. If it's a K, it's anyone else.
No, the fantasy, the warmer fantasy orcs were with a C. Orcs and goblins.
I am on it.
Are they?
Yes, and the space orcs were the K. I don't know why. They're also actually different biologically. The space orcs in 40k are like plants.
Yeah, they're spore-based fungi.
Yes.
Yeah,
They're also fun guys.
I mean, they're always good at a party.
Can't hear that.
I am honored that you require my skill.
Mark's saying that two of the members in his group are
Only take me a moment.
Yeah.
your rogue trader crews are just like a bit of everything, aren't they? They're allowed to be.
There's a Dark Eldar turned Ari, one of them. The guy who plays Orcs puts himself in freeze paint, wears a whole t-shirt that he rips apart when he sort of like gets in the full throat. And his gun is about the size of your torso, made fully of latex foam. There's no core in it. It just looks like a gun, but it can beat you with it. It's totally large.
yes, sir. Where is his will needed? Where is his will
To be fair, that is what an orc would do with a gun.
You just have to believe that it's whatever he wants.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, they believe in their technology. That's the only reason why it works.
And the reason why the Emperor is a god is because the inhuman man believes it.
No, it's because he eats those psychers. Or is that did they change that?
That's the reason why he's powerful. It's not the reason why he's a god.
Reason why he's still alive.
Yeah, he gets fed 1,000 cycles a day.
It's inconceivable considering the psychers are still a rare birth. 1,000 a day, you've got to think.
You have to think that the population of the universe is... The actual population of, like, the universe that humanity's in is so gigantic that even with it, it still is...
Well, they've got the...
Just
They've got the...
solely in the Milky Way galaxy.
what are their cities called now? The mega structures that they've got.
Hive cities.
The necropolis structures. Yeah, and they've got billions of people inside each one.
Didn't
They've got entire worlds that just grow food.
Didn't the Tyranids come from outside the galaxy?
Yes.
Just
even the
drifting in.
were just from our galaxy, just so far in the past. But
Chaos gods are formed from the collective unconscious emotions of all beings in our galaxy. Might there be other gods of the war from outside the galaxy? Or is this literally the only other galaxy where there's life and Tyranids have eaten everything else?
Is that the best you've got?
isn't there also a theory that the Tyranids are running from something else?
Yes, my
There is
lord.
that theory, however, it's been proven from that they were attracted to the galaxy by a light that was attempting to duplicate the light of the Emperor's astronometer. It got blown up and flared, and in that book, the Tyranids went.
That looks delicious.
Pretty much. So it's all given as well.
Who were the Necrons originally fighting?
The old ones.
Necrons here and this Cat Star Gods are fighting the old ones. The old ones created the Eldar and the Orcs, amongst other things.
That's such a common trope in space operas. Like exactly the same as StarCraft with the Zerg and the Protoss. Those are literally Tyranids and... Oh wow.
And there's a few Necron lords who are still humans rather than...
No, they're not, but they do still have a personality. Well, the one who made the deal with the Cat Star Gods to turn their conflict and
Maybe it's the Star Gods on ship. It might have been the Star Gods that I was reading about, that there's like 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah,
I bet the only looks really good when you're painting it.
oh yeah. He's a beast to put together apparently. Although the latest Shatan shot us the Night Queen, the Void Dragon, is also stunningly gorgeous. What so Google Warhammer Void Dragon.
Well, fortunately, I think I've lost this one.
Already?
Yeah.
What a surprise. I mean, oh no, how could that happen?
Also, it's not an easy game with Ultimate Apocalypse. I just can't remember what my difficulty settings are. If they're on easy, I'll feel really bad.
That would, yeah. I
They're on
mean,
hard,
if
so-
you rarely play this.
It's been a while. It'll take me a while to get back into it.
The reenactment for the last one.
Oh, it's been ages, I just saw it on Amazon.
They do Moniac on Amazon.
Where I get it from?
I mean, I can't drink it, so... Actually, I might... no, honey's bad.
Why is honey bad?
Let's go the run instead.
Honey is very high in carbs.
Yeah, sure, it is bad for sugar stuff, sure.
Well, I'm on a keto diet, so I have to have less than 20 grams of calories a day.
I know, there are some people who think honey is bad for other reasons. Like the animal cruelty stuff.
I still use honey a little bit, but only when I'm ill. I put it in tea because it's very good for soothing a sore throat. It's like 70% carbs, so you can't have lots.
I mean, just a few drops wouldn't really matter, right?
No, but like Moniac is Moniac 3 to 1 or 4 to 1? I think it was a 3 to 1 mead. I think it's a 3 to 1 mead. It just means that it's like 3 parts honey to 1 part water. It's not as bad as one I got from the German market that time. It was 6 to 1. That was sickly sweet. So sickly sweet, and it just got drunk. You didn't even notice.
Those are the best alcoholic drinks, full of sugar, and you don't notice you're getting drunk. Say if I anything. I think I'm going to take a little break from the computer and then play something that requires more attention.
Yeah, no worries.
So,
Allard,
we'll see each other in a week. Yeah?
at some point, can you teach me how to play Europa Universalis?
I would love that.
Because I tried to learn, but I mean, it crashed my computer, so that's one problem. But the major problem is the fact that out of all of the kind of war games, it's the most complex simulation I've seen. Way more than Stellaris.
Oh yeah. It is. I've played Stellaris a bit. We've talked about it before, I think.
Stellaris, I can pick up, and I didn't have to play the tutorial.
Okay. Now, first step. Do you wanna add me as friend on Steam?
Yeah, but I can't do that from here. I don't have Steam on my phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I get back home on Monday, I will message you and get it set up.
Yeah, I don't think my Steam profile is set to public. I'm not even sure you can find it on Dan's list.
She should be able to find it through my friends list, I think.
Yeah, I'd be able to see it through your friends list.
I think so. That's your profile. I can see your friends list, right? But maybe it doesn't show myself.
You should be able to see me on Ben's friends list.
But only if you're... Oh wait, no, click here. I see Luke. It's online. I see Isha. I see Nakaf, that's where already friends on Steam. Yeah, sure. Wait, we are friends with Steam.
We should be.
Yeah, we are. There you go. Last one this afternoon.
You'll rarely see me online because my
Yeah,
settings
exactly.
do not show me doing
I
that.
saw your picture and I was like, I remember this picture. And I remember the word too. Yeah.
I only did that mainly so that it wouldn't show on Discord, because the two are linked and I didn't like it showing when I was playing games on Discord. Mainly because I was supposed to be doing something else at the time and I didn't want other people to know I was doing.
I sometimes have that when I'm like playing a game on my lunch break or worse in a different break during the work day. Like, do I really want everyone to know I'm doing this? But mostly I don't care. If I really don't want to, I just close Discord.
It was whether you wanted to, but I thought you do things on a Thursday, you should. I thought, isn't that when you record your YouTube series? But we play every other Thursday, so that's it. It's usually this week. But we've got to catch up next week and then go back to regular week. Is it too much? Yeah. Like, I know with work and the laughing and the other events that you've got planned.
It's exactly the same with Will.
Yeah.
I would love this. I have no time. I can't manage. Well, if it ever changes, you're welcome.
I'll let me know something.
I would like to.
And there's only the 3 of us at the moment, honestly, the end, so.
Yeah, 3 players. It's there's certainly room for a bit more growth. So I think it's going great with the 3 players at the moment.
It's working out fine. It's
There's-
not an issue with adding more to it.
It's just that most adventures are designed for like 4 to up to 6 players. there are chances that I have to downskill certain encounters to fit 3 players.
At the moment, I think the issue we're going to have is once we get into combat, we might be strong, but I don't think we've got any healing.
You don't necessarily need healing in D&D. Healing is nice, but combat encounters are balanced around not having it.
You don't need a dedicated healer, but being able to give someone a heal can prevent people from dying. That's a big deal.
That's what I mean. I don't think we've got any healing.
That's not true.
I mean, and the heals by killing things.
I don't know for sure. But...
Remind me what class you're playing now, yeah?
Ranger.
Rangers do get healing spells.
You get spells, including Cure Wounds. I mean, you don't have to be a healer, but you can learn Cure Wounds so that in case Ander's about to die, you can save him.
Yeah, there's stuff we can pick up once we manage to pick up some like feats and actually go and buy stuff.
Also, if we actually run a small group with no healing, I may be able to like provide more healing potions in the story to just compensate for that a bit. Or like replace some treasure with a bunch of healing, stuff like that. It's not like you have to die just because no one wanted to play a healer. This is a collaborative effort.
I mean, that's what you do with the DM basically is make it sustainable. Unless you hate your group. Because some people play it as the DM versus the party. And if the DM manages to kill the party, the DM wins. And that is not quite how the game works.
I certainly played differently when I was younger. The players died a lot, but not necessarily because I wanted that. But anyway, over the years, I've definitely learned how to DM better with respect to bringing the interesting balanced game.
Yeah, I'll let you get off. And
I just wanted to ask about the game, you four. Like, do you want to like play together sometime, or do you want to play with me watching and providing tips?
I'm not sure yet. I did the 2 like tutorials where they taught you the very basics, but
they're fucking useless.
There's so much going on that map. It's just like, how am I supposed to know where to click to do this shit?
When I first started, like you, I started with the tutorial. Obviously, it was on a free-to-play weekend, and I did the tutorial, and I was like, "This is confusing. I'm not even sure I like this." And then I played some random stuff throughout the weekend, and I still wasn't sure I liked it. Then I ended up buying the game anyway, and it took a long time to really appreciate everything.
I wanted something that was a war game where you could conquer. And I tried Crusader Kings 3 because it was on Game Pass. Crusader Kings 3...
It's less conquest and more about your dynasty. Yeah.
It's all about the politics and the dynasty and not about...
Not really about politics. If you want to play politics, get democracy.
But it's not about getting to control the map, because you're only allowed to control like 3 areas, and then you've got to designate it to someone else to look after.
Well, ideally you can hold the title of King of France, while others have the duchies underneath you.
Yeah, so you hold the high title, but you're not really controlling. But you can't then decide what gets built in those cities.
Which makes sense for the time period the game plays in. Europa Universalis plays in the time of absolutism, when kings were grabbing absolute power. So that's perfect if you want to conquer the world.
Because like I say,
or parts of it.
Once you've given those duchies to other people, you can't then build up the economy because the AI is fucking stupid.
Probably true.
It's
I did not play it.
We could build we could build more economy, or we could build more barracks, so we can provide more soldiers to help you. No, we're just going to build this thing. What does it do? Absolutely nothing. Why
Those
are
are the
you
best
wasting your
things.
time building?
The monument to my divine right.
Your divine right is to be stabbed in the back and replaced.
Are you sure?
Especially in Crusader Kings. That's how you get land. You stab people, and then it just magically becomes yours.
Yeah, but the Eldritch god that I worship will protect me.
That's not a CK3, but sure.
That is a Crusader Kings thing. If you get your cultist religion up, you can get divine blessings from them.
Yeah, there's more stuff like that in Crusader Kings too, I think.
You can, if you get enough influence, you can create your own religion, and you can worship a dark deity and create cults in areas, and yeah. But that's further in the game than I ever got.
Same.
I got to the point where I conquered the entirety of Sweden as the son of Ragnar, and then I went into what seemed like a war against someone that I was going to crush, and the Boneless and all of the kings of England decided to join in, and I just ended up getting defeated.
Oh no.
So I should have been like 8 times stronger than the person I was fighting, and I ended up being 3 times weaker.
Well, I would love to play that.
Yeah.
It's just a dance percent. I don't know what that has to do with that.
By the way, same for Civilization 6.
I don't like the Civ game.
Fair enough.
Because I love Stellaris, which is not too different, but I don't like Civ games.
Stellaris is very different from Civ.
It's still a 4X game.
Yeah, it's the same genre, but it doesn't say anything. Also, I think there's a pretty big difference in how the game feels between a space 4X and the land-based ones.
The first time I played this character, I load of 40k quotes written in here in red copy, like big priest 40k space kind of speech.
Right. Bathroom. Talk later?
Some of them you can go on a walk.
Bye bye, Mark.
Yeah, you know anything about the Sword of Truth? No.
Right. There's a prayer in the Sword of Truth series that looks very similar to this battle.
Yeah, fair enough.
What was that?
It's a set of books by Terry Goodkind, or Goodkind in British, and it's all about Master All, protect us, Master All, guide us, in your wisdom we are humbled. But I can't remember all of it. But it looks a lot like the battle prayer that's written down about the Emperor.
Research is the kindness of the wise. A fine mind is a blessing of the Emperor. It shall not be cluttered with trivialities. A broad mind lacks focus. A suspicious mind is a healthy.
I think that broad mind lacks. I won. I don't know game, by the way. Casual backgrounds.
Success is measured in blood, yours or your enemies.
That sounds like something that Titus would say.
Yeah, it's fair. A mind without purpose will wander in dark places. Walk softly and carry a big gun.
I thought it was tread softly.
Yeah.
I mean that's from
Dawn of War.
Is it from Dawn of War?
That is
Or is it from Kill Squad?
That's literally quoted from Dawn of War.
Was it Kill Squad or Kill Team? Or...
No.
There was another one that it was in that as well.
Naya,
Yes.
pick a random number from 1 to 67.
Why are you You've got a bot in your chat that I programmed literally for this.
41.
Yeah, but I also have a mod that can do it for me. You.
41.
41.
Are we picking maps or?
Yes.
No, I can't hear myself. Don't like it. Stop it. I can't mute it on my phone.
Can you?
No.
Oh, alright.
I can mute my phone, but then I can't hear Discord.
Okay, we're going to Pavonis. I'm going to put the thing on harder, but I'm going to put the AI cap up to +40. Fool. A foolish fool.
Just, give yourself a Warhound to start with to be fine.
I mean, you can actually. But they also start with 1.
Oh, that's not so good. To be honest, the Titans... Mechanicus Titan?
Adeptus Mechanicus Titans, yeah.
That's the one.
The Titans are all built by the Adeptus Mechanicus under there.
Were they built by them? Are they relics now? Can they still build them? But not all of them. Like the Citadels and stuff.
They can barely build some.
Titans religiously do not innovate. Because they're fucking weird.
So
Pavonis is definitely not Titan.
Research.
Yeah. There is one Mechanicus who does innovate. He's viewed as a heretic.
Yeah.
The problem is he's best mates with Gilliman, so...
They can't do anything about it.
Yeah. And he therefore...
Belisarius Call.
To create the Primaris space.
Right. Because I thought, like, with the Adeptus Mechanicus now, there was some tech that they'd forgotten how to do stuff with.
There's
like,
a lot, yeah.
The warp cores.
In theory, yes. There's things that they've forgotten. They could research, there's going to be reasons not to. They also refer to AI as abominable intelligences, and there is a ban on abominable intelligence use.
Why is that something to do with
No, because abominable intelligences are sentient. They're living, thinking creatures that feel emotion and are therefore subject to possession by demons of the war.
I thought there was an AI uprising on Earth in
the War of the Men of Iron.
That's the one. Prior to the time of the Emperor, that one.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. He was alive.
It was during the Terran.
It ended the Golden Age.
It was before the point where the Eldar Empire fell and created Slanesh.
The Golden Age of technology.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah. And that's where we lost some of our
a lot
tech from, basically.
Yeah.
And the hardest of things, like the snuffers, the star snuffers.
Yeah.
Like, there's a couple that still exist, but we don't know where they are because we kind of forgot where we put them.
Yeah, something like that. Weird.
Things that literally just pinch a star and it just goes out.
Forgot where we put them is a great description.
Yeah, there's like 2 or 3 that are still in like the lore, but we just don't know where they are because space is so massive. We forgot. They look like 2 things and they come together around a star, and the ball of fire just goes out.
Okay, that's not a black thing.
I watched someone on YouTube who goes on about the most terrifying things from each race, and like most of it was about the Dark Eldar and the stuff that they have to do to appease Slanesh and his depravities. So they stopped eating elven souls for a little bit by satiating him with pain and yeah. But they also they torture people and they seem to but a lot of it is to satiate Slanesh as well, so that he stops coming after them. Yeah, it's become what they do. And they've got things like the flesh sculptures and stuff.
Homunculi.
Yeah, and then they use the flesh sculptor as a weapon as well. They like inject their foes with it, and it just causes their bones and bodies to bloat massively.
My
And then they
favorite,
just, like, explode.
my favorite horrible thing that happened to, like, caused by the Dark Eldar was the Dark Eldar met the Tau for the first time, and obviously the Tau don't know the Dark Eldar are like terrible, terrible beings, and they do an exchange program where they take some Tau into their race, into their ships, and sort of trade cultures, and they send some Dark Eldar. And then the next time they're doing this while fighting against the Tyranids. And then the next time it happens, they see these weird creatures that are on the battlefield. Those creatures are the 77 people that the Tau sent to be the exchange program.
There's not many actual Tau, is there?
There's quite a lot of them, like, relatively. It's just...
They've got a small portion of space to call their own, but they're populous within it.
I thought they were like the majority of them were
Ally races.
robots.
No. Tau don't go into robots.
Are they just mech suits?
Yeah, they all mech suits.
An AI.
So is the Tau just mech suits?
The Tau is mech suits and pheromones and casts.
Tau are basically weebs.
They do use floating drones, yes, you're right.
Because I thought that as a race, there were less of them, and they were physically quite weak, so they made the mech in order to make up for it.
The mech suits, yes. The gun drones are a bit mech.
Okay.
They're not.
It was just a misunderstanding about the race.
Sword I got commissioned as a power sword. The blue was a Factorio.
Yeah, it needs to be like a lightning electric blue. I mean, you could do it. You could do it if you did like a white stripe down the middle. It would still look okay.
Highlight sharp.
Yeah, like the edge along there, and also the inner edge. It would still work. And that's how I think of them. Oh, the ones that we saw at the convention. That's kind of how they were as well.
Yes.
I'm gonna drop off Discord and watch the stream, Ben.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll try and be more talkative to the stream rather than just at the stream.
I figured out how to get off now. Okay. I don't use it on my phone often. Not
Quiet, Mark. Stop it.
I know. Fuck you. Asshole. I'll see you in a minute.
See you in a sec. I didn't think I'd be streaming today, so I didn't bring my laptop to... Yeah, as weird as it is, I'm actually fairly okay with the Necrons here. It's my time to upgrade. I'm probably a bit late with that, to be fair. Good. Hey, back. There it went. So, surprise! Yeah, because the Necrons move so slow, they have a really nice they have a really nice teleport ability that's really useful. And almost all of their creatures, like enemies, almost all of their units have it. Quite confused to build a greater summoning core because I want to get the generic upgrades and stuff. Death March increases movement speed, which is a really nice thing. I'm giving up on the guard for now because it's been a while since I've played this game. We're fighting against the Eldar. What I'm going to do is I'm going to play the Necron for a while. And once I'm a bit more confident with the actual gameplay, I will go back to guard and hopefully be a bit more consistent. Correction up. Good. Correction up. Come on, Cloak. I did play against the Tyranids. I can play as them if you want. Next game I'll play as them. And who do you want me to eat as the Tyranids? Or try to eat? We're going obvious. I think there's more factions than 8 though. I can't have everyone on the map. Great something foolish of me. What I actually should have gone for is 2 of these. Yeah, 8 players is the max, but there's like 10 factions. To be honest, my favourite faction is the Inquisition Demon Hunters, but I don't know if they really work for... They've got a thing there. I'm on the stead. Build you. I don't remember building you. There's some necros over here. Actually, fuck these up. I do quite like the sisters as well. I'm just not super good with them. Hunters from Hyperspace is my favourite stupid ability in the game. Okay, so look at my movement speed now. Kind of casually slow. Kind of annoying. You would really expect it to be good. Hunters from Hyperspace. I'm now here. So stupid, but I love it. They got quite an embedded defense up there. No, at least. Please. I have. Those are my only abilities. Energy core and a captured relic. Definitely more defense. Where are my units popping up? Get destroyed on hardest. To be fair, I did used to either win horribly or lose horribly or barely win when I did. Yeah, I think it's game over, unfortunately. Give it a go. Do I remember how to play Tyranids? That's the question, isn't it? And in an 8-player free-for-all map. The worst part about Eldar is their base is bloody tiny because it's all stealth. It looks like they've just killed you with only infantry. They dropped some men on the map and killed you. Map is all viable. Sure, let's go for the mod. Been a while, so let's see how I do. Oh, game's just crashed. You say that now.
Sega.
Okay, maybe not Ultimate Apocalypse. That one seems okay. Give High Fleet Leviathan. High Fleet Leviathan is the one that's coming from below the galactic plane. Crashed again. Pop up soon. Yeah, unable to create the error report. I can find. I say working fine. It was working. Give it one more try. It might be one faction is broken as well, which is kind of an issue. If Tyranids are broken, then any map I do will be broken. Nope. If it's a map. I've definitely done it. I've been against session. Okay, while it's just loading, I'm going to quickly be right back.
Sega. Damn them! Fight for all your worst soldiers! We've got to win this!
Sisters! Fight by my side! Now, my sisters! In the Emperor's name!
I'm not sure about a stability download, at least. That's for 2-player maps. What I'm gonna do, try cons, see whether they're optimized for Ultimate Apocalypse. Nope, crashed again. Maybe it's just playing as Tyranids. Try a smaller map. weird, but it's not hardly unexpected when the actual mod itself has been completely abandoned. So 46 bonus, 1 was per bonus. Three, 4, 5, 6. Pyramids are viable barely. Oh, that audio didn't sound good. Whatever that just was. It is very possible, unfortunately, that it's another race. Because there's a couple of custom races. In fact, I haven't seen any yet. Worries me. Normally, I expect them to be way more aggressive. They're Necrons, though, so they're quite slow, so maybe that's why. Hey, stealth did not work on them. We level you up a bit. I want the venom cannon. Oh dear, I'm actually gonna get wrecked, I think. What have I got? Back there. Can I get one? Barely any biomass. Oh dear. Oh, I'm bad at this game. Yeah, I'm definitely losing these battles because their units aren't taking as much down to that. Yeah, I think it's game. That was fun. It's been a while since I played this. It always annoys me that I have so few power for the... Yeah, it's fine. Right, I think I'm there. I wasn't really expecting to tonight, so I haven't brought any proper setups. Or maybe I would end the stream by playing scared. I've got a lot of stuff. I said I want to play. I can show you my ridiculous Factorio base if you want. Hi Mark, thank you very much for the follow. Caught me as I'm swapping game. It ever lets me game. Yeah. There you go. So yeah, I've just now built this mall. It's Catherine of Skies layouts because a sort of decent layout that I use all the time. I've gone quite in on trains, but I've done them wrong because it's much better to melt at mines and then take the plates than it is to go around. Yeah, that was me just swapping game. Mark, sorry about that. Basically, I've turned this area into a accept everything and provide it to all. Like I've got an iron input that produces iron plates and steel plates. So iron, iron, and then this iron kind of gets divided down into steel lines. Yeah, the reason why it's better to melt at them because one, there's a lot of downtime while you're waiting for trains to travel, and two, you can carry twice as many plates as you can ores. Like ores only stack to 50, plates stack to 100. So it's just a much better throughput by gap of one. Yeah, these are not efficient layouts by any means. The layouts I've been using. So I'm gonna keep. I do like Supreme Commander a lot. This game is a lot. I think I'd struggle to. Wrong place. Pull one down. I think I'd struggle to compare this game to Supreme Commander, to be fair. Yeah, hiya. This is set to Factorio as the game, right? I did think I changed it, but now my brain's going, maybe you didn't. Gap, and then belt. Excellent. Silent. Calm down, because music is. There we go. Quite quiet for you guys. Factorio is just a quiet game compared to. Oh, how far is the factory? Yeah. This is all the technology I still have left to upgrade. Yeah, I put far too much time into this game, to be honest. I put way too much time into this game to still be as bad as it I am. Oh, it's my major issue is power. As you can see. I've got some solar fields. Yeah, these are all drop-offs materials I'm not even crafting. I haven't found the uranium deposit yet. Like, I kind of kept to nuclear, thinking I was going to go for it. Then had yet to find uranium. Not on this world. On the whole, yes. Just not. I've been careful with it. I haven't even got armor equipped yet. My electric engine building it. Actually, no, they should be built. Bugs are off. I didn't really want to be dealing with bugs at the same time. So I would have to panic buy ammunition early on. And that would just ruin me. Because I do like bugs normally. Oh, well, thank you very much. It's been a while since anyone's called me Ari. Yeah, I've just kind of started streaming in the past year or so when I've been, like, bored. Which sounds horrible, but that basically is what it is. Light oil is the issue right now. Or I haven't actually started making solid fuel yet for rocket fuel. Yeah, as you can see, this is purely I needed more power. Let's stick down more power. Solar panels aren't providing enough. Yeah, because I don't have enough. Oh, what's the phrase? My brain's just gone blank. Because I don't have enough resources coming in for automating a lot of stuff. Like, I don't have circuits that are enough for me to belt onto stuff. Kind of the next thing I'm going to do is make a big green circuit factory. Go and check explosives. Yeah, everything's just all over the place. I'll be honest, these factory layouts are really not efficient at all. I should be using like beacons and stuff. And I do have beacons available to me. I just haven't crafted any. Those explosives gone there. With explosives is such a silly concept. Okay, so I think two left. Okay. I need to place more of the in order to the roboports connected in order to be able to use automatic tree removal. Also got no legit robots yet, which is six chests. I have some. Not spiderweb and power cables. Look, those power cables are perfectly valid. Absolutely nothing weird about these power cables. See, they just looks normal. Yeah, no turret coverage. Pollution is abysmal. Okay, names. Oh, that's new. You can see what state all the signals are on your train tracks. You can see if they're working properly. Like, blue here means available if there's the correct exit. I don't know how that really works. Like, in real life, that definitely wouldn't work like that. Coverage. There we go. Some robots flying around, picking up trees. These robots over here have run out of power. If they go and recharge. Yeah, I need a lot more logistics. You really just pass through without dropping off any iron? I guess it makes sense, but like this area here will probably be solar panels. So I haven't committed to it yet in case I want to use the space for something else. But should I actually focus on beaconed stuff? I probably should. It's just I haven't yet. A lot of accumulators. More thingy. Okay, let's pull this in there. Then we'll see if we can make it Like, just have a big battery here, and then get some more solar panels in as and when I can. Now you mentioned Supreme Commander, I want to play Supreme Commander. It would probably end up being Subcom 2, just because it's a bit faster to play and get, like, I don't really have time tonight for the 10 hours it'll take me campaign mission on Supreme Commander 1. As much as I love the game, I fully accept that I'm not great at it. I mean, you're a bad person to ask because you just say yeah regardless, but if people wanted to watch me do a 40-part epic where I complete the campaign of Supreme Commander Forged Alliance, I'm getting the kids tomorrow to play Track Me at Nation Forever for the video game event. Hopefully they enjoy it. It's always gone down well in the past when I've done it, but it's been 5 years since we last did one. 4. 4 years since I last did one. 3 years for everyone else because I missed the last one that happened. Because I was in Warhammer World in Nottingham. Trackmania Nations Forever. It's a free version of the game Trackmania that you can play with everyone. God knows I'm going to remember the names and passwords for all of them, but hopefully I'll be able to extrapolate. Yeah, we went for a school trip with the Warhammer Club. So obviously, as one of the staff, they needed someone to chaperone them around, so that was me. Me and the person who ran the club. We went to Warhammer World. They played in a tournament. And while they were playing in the tournament, I just walked around Warhammer World taking pictures of all the models. They were all desperately trying to find the assassin as well when we were going through the museum. Because there are 4 assassins hidden. And if you find one, you get the assassin model for free. So they were all desperately trying to find it. Which was just really amusing. I've only been to Warhammer World once and I didn't find it. The worst part is we saw a picture online a couple of days afterwards because the kids were really annoyed about it and brought it to show me. Someone on Instagram posted where it was, and it was right next to where we were all looking for it. So the kids were really annoyed about it because they were looking there and couldn't find the thing. It's quite hard because it's quite far away from where you're stood as well. Like trying to isolate a single model in the whole thing. And the panorama is really impressive. Panorama are the right word? The battle, it was... What was the battle? I think it was the attack on Ball. Diorama, that's the word. Thanks. I think the one that was up when we were there and where the assassin was the attack on Ball. Where it was Chaos versus Blood Angels and some other stuff. Yeah, I thought that was the one that was up. To be fair, it's been a few years, so I'm probably wrong. Oh, is it the attack on the Ultramarines' homeworld where Gilliman is being revived by Belisarius? Yeah, that was the one. I thought that a sign somewhere said it was Ball, but maybe it was one of the previous exhibits was Ball. Yeah, I haven't been since because as much as I enjoy Warhammer lore and everything, I don't play the game, so... Oh, is it Horus Heresy, Cal? Yeah, that's why I was taken, because I really enjoy the lore. Like, I was the lore master of the club, and they'd ask me things about their faction. Because I've read so many of them. Well, the funny thing, because the people, like me and the people running it are both nerds, the letters that were sent home were signed by the teacher as Overlord of the Warhammer Club. And then parents, sort of tongue-in-cheek, started signing their name to permission slips for stuff as, like, titles that were from Warhammer stuff as well. Yeah, I gotta appreciate parents that'll get involved in their kids' hobby, even if it's something that they don't really understand, if it's just a little bit, because it's a really nice thing for them to do. I just realised trains are actually good on fuel. Ones that are going in. Fine, they haven't been stopped. It wasn't quite librarian of the house. Oh, I can't remember any of them. So long ago. But they were all sort of like not quite right, but clearly they'd made an effort to try and understand what their kid's hobby was. Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed going to Warhammer World. It was a really nice day. But no one else really enjoys the club as much as the previous person did, and that person's left the school for a different school. So that becomes quite hard to justify doing the club stuff. And we had COVID, which cancelled our last one. We were I mean, I wouldn't mind. It's just getting there. It's quite a long way to drive. Or when did I go? Well, the kids I went with are in year 12 now, and they were in year 9 when we went. It's like COVID came in March of 20. And so 2019 when I last went. Yeah, we went for the kids tournament, the thingy. Oh, and the teacher I was like, they had a painting competition for the models, and the teacher I was with had brought 2 models because I wasn't sure which one he wanted to submit. So rather than actually commit to submitting one, he just submitted one in my name without telling me. It was very possible if I'd won, I'd have had to go and accept a prize for a model I'd never seen before. I mean, if you are going at New Year, it's kind of out of the way, but I guess I could come. I don't know how I'll get there. I'll have to drive, I guess. Did it include going around the museum as well? Like, how much was it to get? I got it for free because I, going with a school trip that they were trying to get kids into Warhammer with. I'll see. Maybe I'll come then. It's just quite a long drive, and then have a drink. Theming of the pub is really nice. What I thought was funny is that even though they had a tournament on for like a dozen schools, probably there's like 80 kids in there, they had still already sold tables for people to play Warhammer 40k in the back. Yes, Bugman's Pub. The theming was really good. And the food wasn't bad. It was like standard pub lunch food, I'm all for. Like, this is the most sort of limp-wristed, what's that? This is sort of the most limp-wristed advert for Games Workshop ever. They definitely wouldn't be paying for this advert. I gotta say, when Henry Cavill came out as being a Warhammer fan, the memes around it and the fact that he played Custodes amused no end. So like, the Witcher signing bonus, something like $1.3 million an episode. So if he completes the whole season, he might be able to afford a 2,000 point Custodes army. They tickled me far more than they deserve. Are they meant to be OP? Is that the point of the faction? The thing, because I don't actually play the tabletop game, it's really hard for me to judge whether something is OP or not. No, just Space Marines normally. Hey, 12.1 gigajoule storage, and none of it is full. I think it looks like I'm actually going to drive to Nottingham. Good ever happens in Nottingham. When we actually went to Nottingham, all those nitrous oxide canisters everywhere. Very sort of welcome to Nottingham type of thing. Have you played the tabletop much, Naya? Or at all? Or is it just sort of secondhand? I've heard it's overpowered. I played even less in my... I owned some models. That was about the extent of my playing. Oh, it's the novels I like. Really get into the... Hence why I was the lore master for the Warhammer. I should have robots to do that. My wall isn't connected properly. hate this layout. I put up with this layout. I thought the final episode of Stranger Things was out tonight. Right, the best sort of layout you can get is 80%, I think. I'm kind of way out of the loop with Stranger Things. Hey, max. 6.6 kilowatts, so 6 megawatts. That's still nowhere near these. The panels are so inefficient. So they're really good in terms of like lag prevention and stuff, which is why I should be using them all the time. But they're so inefficient in terms of space. It's like once you get absolutely gigantic bases, you just have too much lag if you put solar panels because they all have ticks to check for things, whereas solar panels don't. Yeah, all the kids in the D&D club were talking about Stranger Things today. I mean, they are nerds. I'm actually completely not up to date. I don't even remember what episode I'm up to, but it's definitely not in this. I kind of stopped watching TV altogether a while ago. I haven't really watched anything. Governments of the world wish they could take cliffs down this easy. Remember where this train track was going? Probably over to these deposits over. Yes. To be honest, I'm really over-engineering it. I could just follow the speedrun method, but slower. Yeah, you too, Mark. I stream most evenings, so if you're ever bored and want to just pop in and chat, feel. I'll probably be streaming a lot more when the summer holidays start. But I mean, even as a speedrun, it's still like took me 6 hours. I didn't quite get the very fastest. Got the others. How are we for power in the daylight? I'm doing okay. It's just whether the accumulators will charge faster. Yes, it is. I'm really not anywhere near the good speed. Kind of like my gear time. You know, miles out, but no one else bothers. Yeah, I haven't even got gold science set up. Well, they might call it yellow science. Yes, I am. I don't have any plans this weekend, so I'll do speedrun Saturday again. And then during the day on Sunday, I'm binging watching Stargate. But in the evening, I might stream some more stuff. Strange week. Am I even going for logistics? Really? Guess I still will. Yeah, I've got the slightly new tech of knowing how to actually skip the text. So I'm hoping that I'll be able to maybe move up to top 10. But I think a new runner recently submitted a run, which has pushed me down to 12. I'm 100% on that, but I just have a feeling that I'm no longer in 11th place. No, I am still in 11th. Yeah, got the skip working now as well. Yeah, the worst part is I have no idea how much time the thingy saves. The text. I don't know whether it's like going to be big skip or whether I'm just going to barely notice. Yeah, I should probably give you like a full zoomed in thing at the base. I got like steel smelters and then new steel smelters, stone brick smelter that I still haven't needed to upgrade because who even uses stone bricks? 3 smelting arrays, and I needed some extra, so I smelted. Then I needed copper and iron for green circuits, so I just made a big circuit thing and built loads of stuff to power it. This is my first sort of belt setup. So it's able to make all colours of belt blue. So you kind of build this, and then as you pack up the kind of stick in the extra assemblers with the new colour of thing. And the setup works really nice fluidly. So you could just have this one setup all the belts you'll ever need for a mall as a mall. Making gigantic bases, you need more of them, but because I'm kind of still, I wouldn't call this end game. I'd call this sort of mid, late. Like end games once you've got space science coming, doing the infinite searching. Ah, here's my labs. I was trying to remember where. What's good about these is that the bonus production very nice for labs, which is why they've got the production modules in. Yeah, without any production modules, I need 250 crafts, yellow potions for logistics. But with them, I should probably need 170-ish. Like, it's definitely not a fine art for this. Yeah, at some point I will have to rebuild this whole base. I see it. I got the 8 hours one. That's all of them. Yeah, I have. But there was a better one that was 4 hours. I'm amazed I haven't got the 20 million electric circuits. Grab some red circuits, get some more roboports built. 40-ish. I mean, yeah, it is, but red, green, stone, got blue circuit here. Batteries, I probably want to ship in. Because everything wants to be shipped in small, I'm kind of like a bit of a 7.5. Because I do have some sort of late game builds that have gone well past rockets, but maybe I just never went far enough. I want batteries, 2 circuits, concrete. Circuits, battery. Low density structure. I think that's rocket launch dish over there. Yes. No, it's in a single world. Anvil. Oh, it like it should. I've got stone. I haven't got it coming in, but I've got stone available here. There. Goes along here for and just end. Yeah. There we go. Landfill. I mean, I don't know where some of my most like far along worlds would be, because it's been a long time since I've played them. I don't even know if I've still got them. I remember which way around these stone were meant to. That's supposed to be stone brick at the front. Yeah, it doesn't. I've made this any less. Yeah, the reason why I'm doing logistics is to fill out all this section here. Then the robots themselves will automatically place all the chests that are going. Nuclear reactors. Centrifuge. Nuclear power. Boilers. Thing. I can't remember off the top of my head what are without. Right, sorry, I need batteries, blue circuits, concrete, and low density. Rocket launchers crafted here once I've unlocked. Did I pick up? I didn't. Wait, 45, that's all. Batteries. What? Oh, I was just like too close to the thing. Oops. That's dumb. To answer your question, yeah, I've been killed by a train. Guys. Guy. Yeah, I think I'll hang. There we go. I need one more. Yeah, this is like really slow Factorio being connected. It's just unconnected. And I think I'm going to end it here for the night. Hopefully, I've kept you a bit more entertained than you would have been, Aya. And hopefully, I'll have a bit more of a actual planned stream for tomorrow. I have no idea what I'm going to do yet, but hopefully, it'll be a little bit better planned than it was. Which... Oh, sure, I guess I'll stream this game because we're talking about it. So, I hope you have a rest of your evening, Winry.